jealous that we're taking over.
You're not taking over.
Mate.
What
are you not doing here? Why are you
Muslims to come to Luton.
You fucking hate you motherfuckers. That's what.
Whoa!
Muslims will take over.
Whoa. Hold it right there. So, I was browsing through Facebook today, as you do. I don't really go on Facebook very often, but I did today. And had a little look, and everyone was kicking off a huge fuss about this video. Had a little look. It's from a group called Britain First. Now, I hadn't actually heard of Britain First before, but they seem like lovely people. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm a British citizen. I live in Britain. So there you go. Now, what this video appeared to be was lots of very noisy people walking down a street, making a fuss, and people got angry and made a big fuss back, and then they filmed it and then put it on YouTube and Facebook and all sorts.
Jada, can you tell us where we are today?
We're in Bury Park today. We're just walking down the high street. There's about 20 or so of us. We're giving out newspapers. We've got our Christian crosses, and we are going through the town centre. We've already had a bit of hostility, but we're marching through. This is a British town, and we are proud to be British.
Let's just stop for 1 minute. So, I love the way the music in that video makes the whole thing feel really noble and brave and dangerous. Well, you know, I'm not really keen on the music, so I think I'm going to swap it out for a great British anthem, an icon of British history.
Make way for Noddy, Noddy! He toots his horn to say, make way for Noddy, Noddy! Come on out and play. Make way for Noddy, Noddy! Shout a big hooray! Let's get ready and steady, go! It's a happy day. Noddy's on his way. Make way for Noddy, Noddy! It's a letter!
This isn't about race. I'm a Christian.
Right, so jokes aside, assuming I haven't been stabbed, I'm still here. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, so there's a couple of points I wanted to make in this video. First one, I'm not on either side here. I think both sides are just as ridiculous as each other. This is a complete joke, and anyone who, I don't know, I don't understand how people can just mindlessly agree with this stuff. I don't. And that's why I'm making this video. I am a white male living in England, right? I don't know if that gives me a certain bias or whatever. I don't really care, right? But I went on Facebook, saw this video being shared around, saw people that I knew going to school with putting hateful comments against Muslims. Like, I'm not going to name and shame, but, like, I don't understand how people can think like that. Like, think for yourself. It's so easy to just believe this stuff and go along with it. Like, think for yourself. Think about both sides of the story. And, you know, I want to show you a couple of examples in this video, which, you know, I mean, I'm sure they cut a lot of the video out conveniently for the best bits, which is, you know, everyone does that, it's whatever. They obviously went to film this protest, but I just want to, like, I don't know, they were clearly portraying a message in this video that Muslims were abusive and hateful towards English citizens, sorry, British citizens, sorry, got it wrong. Anyway, Exhibit A.
Okay, sir?
Our country, mate, it's our country.
It's your country, is it? Yeah.
It's our country.
Your country? What, the It's a Christian country.
Christian country.
It's a Christian country. Yes, it is. This is a Christian country.
You jealous? You jealous that we're taking over?
You're not taking over. No.
Why are we jealous you're taking over?
Why
Yeah?
are you taking over? How are you taking
Yeah,
over?
mate, we've got it, mate. We've got it.
You've
Look
got
at
it.
us.
Is that what
We're
you
loving
think?
it here.
You haven't got
Wait.
it. Like you've got people scared. You don't have us scared.
No, I'm
no,
not
no,
scared.
no. You think you can take over town
Take
and
it
tell us
over.
that it's your country? You've taken over. Not for long. See this cross? This will prevail. This is a British town. I'll come here where I like. I walk where I like.
Well, if she had a Muslim symbol, you wouldn't say anything.
So I've got to be
Right, so we're going to watch over this again, right? Now, obviously this guy in the white coat is an absolute dickhead. Anyone can see that, yeah? But look at all the people in the background that aren't making a fuss. Look at all these other people, which you'll probably call Muslims. I don't know whether Muslims or not, it don't make a difference. But look at all these people living in this area that aren't getting involved. Look at them all. Look at all these bystanders minding their own business, listening to the fuss that's going on, just not making a fuss, just standing and watching, not getting involved. Their own video shows it. The vast majority of these Muslims are perfectly fine. They're normal, they're just walking past, going about their day. And people just don't seem to understand this. It's so easy to blame people. It's so easy to blame a whole race, a whole religion, a whole gender, whatever. It's so easy to blame people based on one person's actions, a couple of people's actions, a minority. It's so easy to do that. It's easy to get fired up and aggressive and angry. It's easy to spew abuse at people, yeah? Just think. Look at all these people that aren't causing any hassle. They're just going past, getting on with their day. The vast majority of these people are just going about getting on with their day. Just think about that. Exhibit B.
Dressed like that and
What's
look
wrong
like
with this?
you.
What's wrong with this?
Slapper comes to
Oh
mind.
really?
This is
Slapper.
decency.
You're being hidden
Decency.
because your men can't control their areas.
It's what
Don't want you
With all of
covering
these
up
dirty men.
so that you
Piss
don't get
off.
raped. That's why this is a Christian country. This is a Christian country. This is a Christian country.
So in Exhibit B, Donna Noble starts harassing this woman for the way she's dressing. Oh dear. So, obviously both sides are just as guilty here. She gets told to slap her in return, which is lovely. But, you know, I don't really understand how you can go round, you know, saying these things. She clearly wants to dress that way. Maybe have a little think. It's not because she's scared. Maybe it's not because she doesn't want to get raped. Maybe she wants to dress like that. Time for Exhibit C.
Reject the false prophet, Muhammad, and follow the true Saviour of the world, Jesus Christ our Lord. What? No, I'm not shutting up.
Okay, this one doesn't even need an explanation. If you're going to go into an area filled with Muslims and go talk down about their religion, insult them, they're going to get angry. Yeah, it's pretty simple. They're gonna get angry. You're just looking for a reaction, and you've got one. Well done. I've got some cookies downstairs in the oven. Let me go get you one. You went out looking for trouble. You got it. Simple.
This is Britain. This is a Christian country. I'm British. These activists are British. So we will walk through these streets. We have every right to, without being threatened.
Hate to break it to you, love, but these are British citizens as well. They may have immigrated from other countries. Doesn't matter. They're British citizens. If you're going to go by that logic, they're British citizens as well. And if you're going to go around saying you've got a right to say all this stuff, do they not have the same rights you do? I don't know. That's just looking at it from an outside view. Yes, you do have a right to speak your mind without feeling threatened. So do they. But then when you start insulting their religion, thrusting newspapers in people's faces, starting on their wives in front of their kids, harassing them, speaking in very aggressive tones towards these people, you're no better than they are. And what's this shit about Britain being a Christian country? Last time I checked, we were multicultural. We had lots of different religions, lots of different ethnic minorities. It's just how it is. Deal with it. Why should one religion have superiority over another one? It doesn't make a difference whether you think you're right or wrong, because that's what religion is. It's your own personal belief. It doesn't make a difference. Everyone is going to have their own views. And as a British citizen, as you keep saying, everyone has an equal right. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It doesn't make a difference. If you're a British citizen, you're a British citizen. You're no better than the guy on your left, than the girl on your right. It doesn't make a difference. You're all individual British citizens.
This is our town. This is our town. Not your town. This is our town. This is Luton. This is Britain, England.
The final point I want to make for this video is just generally the whole using Christianity as an excuse for this whole protest, this whole mess. Using Christianity, waving crosses in people's faces. It's okay to shout at someone because I've got a cross in my hand. It's all on God's orders. I mean, what is this? What is this? What aspect of Christianity ever says harass other people? Where? Where? You show me where. Yeah? And a lot of people have made this point. They're quite sceptical whether these people are even Christians or not. And I'm not going to make that point. I'm going to leave that to it because it's not my place to decide whether someone else is religious or not. It's their own opinions. But what I will say is you can't use a religion to stereotype, just like you're stereotyping against all these Muslims. Yeah? The actions of a few do not represent the actions of many. Just like you are trying to make a bad image for all these Muslims. The ironic thing is, in the process, you're making a bad image for all Christians. People, you know, if they have views anywhere similar to how radical yours are, then they're going to think that Christians are all like you, which is ridiculous. Christians are different. Muslims are different. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It doesn't make a difference. You can't stereotype people like that. And honestly, the main reason why I've made this video, it just, I don't understand. This seems so backwards. I don't know. It seems almost like a joke. I mean, that's why I put the noddy music in earlier, because that's what it feels like. It feels like a joke. It really does. And I'm sure it's a serious issue. And I'm sure there's been little incidents of harassment in Luton, right, between residents. Yeah, I'm sure there is a perfectly valid issue there. But the way you're going about it, harassing all these people and shouting at people, I mean, it's clearly working. You have lots of supporters who are just going after everything you say and just hurling more abuse at these Muslims, which is just going to make the situation worse. I mean, I don't really understand what your goals are. I really don't. I haven't looked enough into your organisation, and maybe I should. Maybe I should, I don't know. But as a British citizen, I can't take you seriously. And I'm sorry about that, but Britain first, I can't take you seriously. So, there you go. You need to clean up your act. If you want to do a protest, do it properly. Don't shout at people. Don't harass at people. You want to see an example of a good protest? Yeah? Ironically, it's a Muslim. In America, you know, I'm not going to go into specifics about it because I'm not an expert, but I'll leave a link in the video description if you're that interested, right? In America, at a Donald Trump rally, there was a Muslim woman in the crowd. Did she shout at people? Did she harass people? No, she stood there in silence. And when they told her to leave, did she kick off a fuss? Did she start hurling abuse at people? No, she got up and left silently. And you know what? By doing that, she made her point. It's possible. You don't have to make such a big fuss to get noticed. But then, I don't know, maybe you do. It depends, doesn't it? It depends on what your cause is. This Muslim woman had a perfectly valid cause. Yours? I don't even know. That's up to you to decide. I'm out.